Our season finales are always my favorite episodes of the season. They're the biggest, they're the flashiest, and this is no exception. So this is only off the top?
Yes, that can only play off the top. But if we do one take with that and we like it, we might be able to replay it.
Yeah. Once again, I'm co-directing with Andrew Cividino, and it's been great because we met in film school and now we're able to work together in a professional context. And we just get along and we have the same sort of vision for the show. And an episode like this has a pretty big scope. We're dealing with a lot of moving pieces. And so it's nice to have a partner in crime. Oh, that's good.
That's cool.
Are we able to do that faster?
Dan on set every day is like so involved in every element of the show.
Like
so it doesn't feel actually like an adjustment at all.
And it's always kind of inspiring as opposed to like, don't do that.
Yeah.
I think like you can sit here and like let that moment settle for a second.
I feel like Dan is always kind of our super director.
Yeah.
Like,
guiding the ship.
yeah, captain.
Captain Dan.
He's a tyrant. He's a tyrant. Very, very, very nasty. It's really tough. I mean, you know, I'd be the first one to, you know, be bad-mouthing the kid, but, you know, he is my son, so no, Dan is, he can actually really do it all. He's got a very, very kind of soft touch. He knows what he wants. I think he and Andrew are, have a great touch on the floor.
Dan as a director is great because he's got his hands kind of in the episodes throughout the entire season, so him sliding into the director position is old hat. Sliding into old hat Dan. That's what we say around set. Sliding into old hat Dan. It's pretty catchy. You guys probably won't be able to stop saying it after this.
I just wish I wasn't watching it all happen from behind the desk, you know?
There's a lot of pressure on Stevie in this episode to pull it out. She's never done anything on stage before. It's, you know, the first time Patrick's ever done anything on stage, and Twyla and Alexis, and it's a full house, and, you know, we're gonna see what happens. We'll see if they can make it work.
We're ready to go.
There's a lot to look forward to. It is a flashy end to the season, but it came together beautifully, and all of our whole team has sort of gone above and beyond, and I'm thrilled with what we have, and I hope audiences like it as much as I do.
Cut.
Nice.
Really nice.
The big grand dame of Schitt's Creek episodes.
You talking about Emily?
Yes. Big grand dame.
Sorry, I had an errand to run and I got stuck in traffic on the way back.
Yeah, been calling you all day.
I know, you told me to block everyone out today, so I left my phone at home, which I realized was a really big mistake. Were you planning on taking my place?
Just dressed in theme to support, that's all.
Season finale. I feel like every year we try to like one up the last. Ultimately, what we wanted from all of this was for everyone to sort of succeed or express themselves. And I think the show is sort of a culmination of all of our characters going through a bunch of these different things.
Everybody, they love a winner. So nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy. That's what I long to be.
What's weird about this episode, though, is it wasn't, in my mind, for Stevie, at least, about the performance so much as about this kind of cathartic moment in her life.
I didn't actually even consider Patrick in any way during that. It was like, it felt like survival.
Yeah.
Like that sort of basic instinct that takes over when you're like, well, have to do it. So here we go.
What was so great was it was our last day of shooting, too. And we'd spent so much time Like,
Well, we went through a rehearsal process, and so it actually did kind of feel like we were doing a play.
Show, yeah.
You know, like those backstage nerves came out, and
like the first time we were gonna do it with him,
yeah, it was really exhilarating, and we had an actual audience. We had like 150 people in the audience watching us do it, so it was just like, it felt really fun.
Yeah.
Exhilarating. Yeah.
Like we actually like did something and we're gonna show it.
We did something real good and we got to show everyone.
Yeah.
It did have the feeling of a really special day. It's rare that the entire cast is involved in the same.
Participating.
Yeah, by the time it was over, I remember feeling like, well, boy, we really did something today.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
To Cabaret!
There's a big theater production that hits town, and a lot of our characters are involved.
Stevie and Patrick are cast prominently, I would say, in these parts that, you know, are probably a little bit beyond their performance capabilities, and yet, do we rise to the occasion? Who can say?
It's fun for me to get to watch my friends sing and dance. More fun for me than them, I think.
I've been dreading this rehearsal for the past 2 days.
Okay, as star of the show, you might want to set like a different tone for everyone.
I think this is a huge mistake.
Cabaret is my personal favorite musical. I'm obsessed with it. Sally Bowles has been my dream role. It's like in press that I've always wanted to play Sally Bowles. It really is like dream come true on a next level, because it's not only do I get to play this part, but as Stevie makes it so much better because I can't fail as harshly.
It's true, it's a nice thing to sort of stand behind.
Yeah, it's my character. He's not good.
Money, 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 get a little money, 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 Macarena, baccarat, clinking, clanking, clunking sound. It's all that makes the world go round, makes the world go round.
Nobody danced in our cast, so it was starting from scratch, and it's a pretty intensive schedule, and there were a lot of rehearsals, and we're working with a great Jeff. Our choreographer is incredible and has really whipped these kids into shape, whether they liked it or not.
Who came to their first dance rehearsal in jeans?
Who came to their second and third dance rehearsals in jeans? Did not learn any lessons. I've noticed also, like, there have been script revisions that are like, well, Patrick's a really bad dancer, so I'm trying not to take that like really too personally.
This money number is so complicated that if we don't get the outside help, we will be laughed off stage. You've seen me dance.
Yes, you have legs like tree trunks. We knew that going into this.
Thank you.
How are Noah and Emily as dancers? Well, if you ask them, they'll say terrible. I'm thoroughly impressed, but I think that's only because they've set the bar so low for me.
I actually, to be honest, as of right now, haven't seen them dancing. But just in kind of looking at their bodies and seeing how they move through space on a day-to-day, I have a feeling it's going to be highly comedic.
I think they did amazing. It'll surprise me, but I don't think any of them have musical theater background. They've been working so hard.
We set it up so that we were like, we are really terrible, and so that anything that we are able to do.
Everything. I lower
expectations. Great. It's a great move, actually, because then people are really sort of like excited about what you've been able to achieve.
Very impressed. Was not embarrassed at all. I thought I would be.
So sweet.
They couldn't hide me. I get to do some like Magic Mike moves, which, you know, Channing Tatum, I am not. But, you know, it's fun.
Me and Noah did dance lessons.
This is like the hardest thing I think I've ever done in my entire life.
It was pretty amazing. I do have to say, I saw a video.
You saw it?
I saw a video of the rehearsal.
Oh my
and it was very
I don't feel
impressive.
like it's as impressive as
as sore as I felt
No,
after.
like we would look
it
at the
doesn't-
we would look at the rehearsal videos after. They'd be like, "You guys did such a great job," and they send us the videos, and
Yeah,
we'd
like-
both separately be like, "What?
'Cause it
This is
doesn't-
what we look like?" 'Cause-
And it slowed down to like a quarter of the time.
And it looks
Yeah,
really
we're like,
easy.
"Oh, and we have to do it double that."
Okay.
Okay, yeah, great.
When you haven't any cold,
When you haven't any
freeze in the winter and you curse
in the winter and you curse in the wind at your feet. When you haven't any shoes on your feet and you see the paper and you look.
I was laid up.
I see. After we shot that,
kind of like aerial
There's a lift.
There's a lift.
There's a lift.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's a lift.
and upside down.
And
it's
who's
not.
lifting?
Emily does like a cartwheel, and I lift.
Should we
her
do it
side
right
up and
now?
over.
Could you guys sound?
It's all that makes the world go round, makes the world go round.
It's actually given me a complete new respect for Dancing with the Stars. Like you look at those people, what they have to do.
The coordination
I'm
and
glad
the
that-
trust involved. It's like,
Yeah, I'm glad that what was learned is an appreciation for Dancing with the Stars.
Season 5.
That was the intention, and I'm really glad that yeah.
it's so fast, and it's so like there's like you're singing before, and then I'm
you're
singing
behind me
slightly
and
behind you the same thing, and there's
Yeah.
like it's like it was
So
ridiculously
everything
fast.
you do is distracting and annoying to me.
Yeah,
So
it would be like
basically,
I have
to-
you were talking and I was just saying
saying
what you were saying
what you were-
like
right,
a little bit
a little
after,
bit
and
after,
like then you're
and
trying to
try
listen to
not
yourself, but
listen
you're trying
to
to
the thing,
yeah, exactly.
and you want to
Yeah.
We know.
I'm really excited to see that.
That was a great preview, by the way.
Don't even bother
So
tuning
much
in
more to
because that was.
That was it.